you have to milk all the time, every single day, even if there's a Cat 3 hurricane coming. So. Well, hey y'all, welcome back to Hazelbell Farm. It's been a minute. Thanks for sticking with me. I had to work last week, like go to a real job. Hi, Mickey Mouse. Hi. This is my kitty cat, Mickey Mouse. Hey, sweet girl. Anytime I come out here, she sees me, she comes. She likes to be held. She likes to ride on my shoulder for a minute, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So it's been a minute since I've been here. I had to fill in for my family's business last week, and then my tripod broke, so I'm here. So here's what you've missed. Here's what's going on. Doing some evening chores here. Moved my chicks out of this side of this small, I call it the milk barn. So I need to get this cleaned up. I'm getting ready to go feed my chicks and account for milk jars. I have some milk to deliver tomorrow. I hope I have as much as I promised. We're kind of at a weird place where I have a wait list, and the first person on the wait list is getting milk this week. And I hope I have as much as I told her I have, so I'm gonna go check. All right, so I have perfect, it's perfect, just enough. So this is milk that I will sell tomorrow. We sell for pet consumption. I just got to get it labeled, and then I have milk all here in the drawer. This will be for my family's use. I do it like this because some days we don't fill jars. You know, like we'll get, I'll get 3 full jars and then this much of a 4th jar. And so this is, I keep this out here for the cows. So this is what they look like. So these jars I'll bring into the kitchen and use for our family's use. Alright, in the evening I also need to turn off the air conditioner. I also need to mark jars sold today. This is how I keep track, so that I have to report to the state every quarter how many jars I sold. Alright, so I am done in here for tonight. Feed my little velociraptors. Get a few cattle cubes from Maple. This is something we've started. These are those range cubes. You're supposed to like sprinkle them out in the pasture and let the cows find them. They're 20% protein. It's too high to feed to them for like just feed. But in little bits it's okay. So these are treats for Maple, and this has her coming to me out there in the field. So that's a good thing. Hi, Poofy Cat. She's not real lovey, but that's okay. So Dolly sees me. There's Dolly. Maple picked up her head when she heard the gate. Let's see if she'll come. And here comes Dolly. Gotta get this feed in there to the chickies before they get to me, because they'll steal it. Hi, chickies. Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. My little T-Rexes. No, Dolly. Hi. That's not for you. Silly girl. She's going to try to figure out how to get in there. Hazel had horns, and she knew how to use hook her horn on the front of the lid and pick it up to get in there. So I would have to use a bungee cord to keep it closed. So they've been doing great. I was just getting ready to tell you how I haven't lost a single one, but I see a dead one in there. That's unfortunate. So I gotta get that guy out. Dolly gave up, but I have a little treat for her. Dolly. Oh, you like those acorns, do you? Here, girl. Dolly. Hey. Hey. You want that? Oh, okay, don't eat my hand. Silly girl. You got it. That's all. You got it. See? There's a little one. Maple. Dolly. Space, lady. Space. Give me some space. She's usually pretty good. Look at all the babies coming too. I don't have anything for you. You got it. It's gone. All gone. Hey, Miss Belle. There's nothing in my hand. She's convinced she's missing out on something. All right, girls. All right. Hey, here's Maple. Oh, Belle doesn't like Dolly around. Hey, sweet girl. So we don't have a halter that fits Maple. So this halter fits kind of janky. Okay. All right, Belle. I got one right here. I got one. Okay. All right. Okay, that's all I have. Y'all seriously got them all. You got them. Good girl, Belle. So one thing with cows to be wary of, I always have my eyes on everybody because they're not all friends all the time. Like Belle is the herd boss now, and she will push Maple out of the way. So I don't want to be between them. She will push Dolly out of the way. I don't want to be on the other side of Dolly either because she's big, and if she tries to get away from Belle too quickly, she could run me over. So here's Belle's little calf. That was the last video that we did, was Belle delivering that little calf. There he goes. Oh goodness. Come here. Come here. He's really cute. He doesn't love me. Now Dolly's pushing Maple around. Maple's like bottom of the totem pole. This is her calf, and he's trying to get to her. There you go. So we're getting ready to separate Maple and Dolly from everybody else, from the rest of the herd. Maple's not giving me her milk very well at all. And her calf still needs milk. She's also feeding the orphan calf way out there. But Rosie and Belle are also feeding all the calves. I've seen them both feeding everybody. So I'm gonna up Rosie and Belle's feed, since they are gonna have 4 calves between the 2 of them. And just keep an eye on them, and I'm gonna watch calves as well, make sure they're putting on weight. If I think they are not, then I will bottle feed whoever needs it, bottle or maybe bucket, hoping to bucket. Kind of over bottle feeding. A lot of people want to bottle feed babies. Honestly, it's a novelty. It wears on you pretty fast. I rolled up in the driveway a few days ago and looked out. Always look out at the cows and try to just put eyes on everybody, see where they are as I'm pulling in real quick. And I looked at Belle. She was feeding 3 babies all at once. So obviously only one is hers. And yeah, it's like, oh, okay. That was kind of my clue to, hey, we need to separate. So I was putting it off until this week because I had to work last week. I filled in for vacations at the family business. And so I was putting it off until now. Well, now we're watching a tropical disturbance that the long-term models are forecasting to come our way end of next week. So I'm gonna have to milk Dolly no matter what. That's the thing about having a milk cow that you're not calf sharing with. You have to milk all the time, every single day, even if there's a Cat 3 hurricane coming. So I'm thinking maybe I'll wait until after that storm passes before I separate calves, and just wait 1 more week. Another thing you missed is we separated Mary from her baby Jane so that she can be weaned, and also so that Mary can be bred. So Mary and Harry, we decided we will keep this guy as our breeder ram. He's young still. He's about 9 months old. 8 months old. 9 months old. Yeah. So he's about 9 months old. And Katahdins are hair sheep. And since we have a Mary, we decided to name him Harry. So he is Harry. And I feel oh so clever for it. So they're hanging out. He's definitely starting to rut. She's not having it. So waiting for her to come around, come into heat. I'd like to find another ewe to breed or already bred. And I would like to find another, yeah, see, he's rutting. She doesn't care. I'd also like to find a young ewe about Jane's age that we could breed next year to hang out with her. So that's really it. I mean, nothing too exciting. I've gotten our homesteading down to really, my integral parts are cows, sheep, chickens, garden. So I'm walking into the garden now. I'll do a quick walkthrough and kind of show you what we've done. We are still transitioning. I have lots of seedlings to plant. They are on the back porch up there in the screened-in porch. I'm waiting for it to not be so hot. I was hoping this next week I could do that, but again, the storm. So I'll probably wait until there's no danger of a hurricane coming. So here's a quick rundown of what's happening in the garden right now. So basically, this half of the garden, these are my raised boxes, my raised beds. These peppers have been in here all season. They're flopped over. They still need to be staked. I've got a volunteer purslane, a rosemary. I've had a hard time getting rosemary established here, but this looks like it's taken off. It's done well, so it'll live here forever. Hopefully it'll keep coming back as a perennial. I have some Seminole pumpkins that I've started here late, so these will run, and the idea is to let these guys run outside of the box this way. I really have just been working on weeding, pulling grass. I've got a sweet potato between the boxes here. I've been pulling grass, I've been harvesting herbs, pulling weeds, discovering things like this. Is a ground cherry that I thought had died, but has come back to life. It's got several little fruits on it, so that's exciting. Zinnia's all volunteered here. I did plant these green beans. They are getting all kinds of ate up with these. These are going to be a little green caterpillar. So I need to spray these with BT. There we go, there he is. And you can see what kind of damage they do. Eric tried to bring me a pesticide. Actually, it's sitting right here. He tried to bring me, I think it's a permethrin he found in the garage that the people we bought the house from had left in there. I said, no, not going to use it. So we are going to spray these with BT. These green beans are starting to flower and even get little baby beans. That's cool. These didn't germinate very well, but they'll be enough for fresh eating. So I have planted here some Armenian cucumbers. Technically, this is a melon, but it tastes like cucumber. They're heat loving. I see some caterpillar damage here a little bit. You can see these leaves get a little bit of that lacy look where they've been eaten up. And they also have, that's caterpillar poop. So when I spray those green beans, I'll spray these as well. These are just starting to flower. I haven't seen any fruits yet. Haven't seen many pollinators either. So I may have to hand pollinate, but that's okay. And then on the other side of the same trellis, I have some Kajari melons. I don't know if I'll get anything off of them this year or not. They're very small. There's a zucchini planted in there. This basil has just gone absolutely crazy. This mint is doing very well. I think what I'm going to do is dig out this mint and use it as a ground cover in the spring. Down at the other end of the garden, at the in-ground rows, where I'm going to copycat David the Good's grocery row gardening. I'm going to pull from that idea, and so the mint would be good around some fruit trees as ground cover. These strawberries are starting to run. so that's exciting. You can see where this plant has set a little runner here, and it's rooting. So I hoped to fill out this bed in the spring with new strawberries over winter into spring. This toothache plant actually looks a little dry. It's the saddest it's looked ever. I'm ready to harvest a bunch of this to dry. All of the peppers in the garden, from the couple of bell peppers at the end, I've got some Craig's Grande jalapenos here. They are really shining right now. These are flowering. I've been picking and picking and picking. I've been picking jalapenos. I've been picking peppers about twice a week. So that's been really exciting. It's September. It's the time of year to get your peppers. This moringa tree really shot up lately. And I have a chive. Here's some more peppers. These daddle peppers that a friend gave to me, man, like I said, the peppers have shined lately. We've picked and picked and picked. These daddles turn yellow when they are ripe. I see one. They're hot, but they're like a tropical, fruity kind of hot. So they make a great sauce, and I've just been drying them in the dehydrator to use later. I don't even know what kind of pepper this is. I think it's a chili pepper. It's really just started to fruit. It still has some new flowers coming on too, but it looks good. And again, I think these are daddles on this other side. Look at all the peppers there. So I've been picking these frequently. This is a pole bean planted on this trellis. And then down here we have shishitas. Again, I've been picking. And I thought these were poblanos, but the poblanos that I have purchased have been much larger. These quite small, but I also don't have really good luck with large peppers. So I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what they are. They're good. They have some heat to them, but they're not crazy hot. So this whole end of the garden was full of grass. I have visions of putting in 2 or 3 more rows of growing space here, and probably 3 rows will fit. It just didn't happen this year. I didn't get the compost to put in. Grass took over, so today I've cleared out all of this sandy spot here. You can see how sandy our soil is too. So I need to finish this, get some compost laid down, but this is where I'm going to work on sort of that grocery row gardening that David the Good does. If you're not familiar with him, go find him on YouTube, find his blog, David the Good. He's excellent. He's an author. He's got some great books. He just did a series on his YouTube channel that I binged in my drive to and from work last week, listening to about how he is working that grocery row gardening system. It's really cool, and it's kind of the best principles of permaculture, perennials with your annual fast-growing veggie crops so that you can get some food on the table quickly. Really, really cool stuff. Lots of experimentation, and he's setting up new beds in new garden spaces since he's just moved again. And I know that feeling, having just moved again. So yeah, trying to establish good soil for long-term growth, but also you want to get food on the table quickly. So that's pretty much it. That's what's going on here. We have grass, our good winter grass coming in on that side. We've got millet in the back. The boys planted actually for doves, but we're going to turn the cows to it also as we rotate them around. We've done very well at downsizing to a manageable herd that doesn't cost us as much money to manage and feed with inflation. Hay is still, it's crazy prices here. I'm worried that we won't be able to get hay when we need it like we had the troubles last year. In fact, what we did, a lot of times we brought them out here to the yard. We would bring the girls who were rope trained out here to the grass, let them eat. So that's always an option as well. So I see Belle feeding 2 babies. Not sure you can quite see. She's back there, she's feeding 2 babies. So that's it. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to go in and grab dinner. All my guys are out hunting tonight. So I'm gonna have a solo quiet dinner, edit this video, and then probably start some more seeds on the porch. So I will talk to you guys soon about what we're doing to prepare for a possible storm. Also, try to catch American Farmstead Hers with an H, Farmsteaders, on anywhere you download your podcast. Where Jenny Graham at the Grahamstead and I are going to be talking about that this week on Friday. Our podcast upload on Friday. So we will talk about preparing for the storm. So until next time, bye.